Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, I'm glad you're here. And I want to give a special thanks and shout out to all the channel members. And today we have got a package from Amazon. And we'll call this some EDC fixed blades Amazon style. And our unboxing knife, we'll use our Rough Rider Aptiva, or Aptiva, whatever you call it. All right, guys, so I really have no idea what we're going to have in most of these. Now, I do know what we're going to have in here, but y'all sit tight for 2 seconds. Sorry about that, guys. I wanted to get another knife because we're going to mod this one real quick. So this is a little CRKT Minimalist with this crazy neck knife on it. And it's the little Wharncliffe, which I think is a very cool knife, but I'm not crazy about the handles. So let's do one thing at a time, and then we'll get into these other knives. What do we got there? It looks like T6s. What I'm doing, guys, is taking off these CRKT scales, trying not to strip these T6 screws in the process. Why are you taking off those scales, John? Because they force your grip. So Flytanium has come out with some scales that Loctite in there. Yuck. All right, guys. So now I'm going to take this big Folts and I'm going to take these Flytanium scales off of it. Bear with me, guys. I know this is kind of, should have had my dungies in a pile better. So what I want to try to do take these guys. All right. Get that out of the way. Get these out of the way. Put these barrels back in. Let's see, there's got a little D shape. There's that one. There's that one. So now what I'm attempting to do interesting. Guys, that little exercise was for naught because these flotanium scales have a different bolt pattern than the other scales. So we're going to real quickly jack this back together, and then we will go to phase 2, box 2, knife 2. Sorry about that, guys. What I had originally planned to do was take these flotanium scales and transfer them over to the Wharny, but it looks like the Wharny either uses a different scale or has a different hole pattern. Than that guy right there. No harm, no foul. Now I'm curious again. Yeah, there's no way that those are going to be el compatibile. So let's do this. I think I've switched up my bolts, which shouldn't matter. This is what you guys can refer to as an unexpected struggle bus. Because I have switched out my D-shaped pivots, which shouldn't be an issue, but we will soon find out. All right, let's take this guy and see if these are the same size, which they should be. Get them threaded in there the right way. They are. So we will go back to where we started. We'll still find a way to work this little CRKT into our carry. I've already got plans for a horizontal loop to belt carry it. I hate T6s. Let's see. Get that seat. So I thought the Minimalist handles were the same. Why I thought that, I don't know. Maybe they're two different sizes of Flytaniums and I just happened to get the right size. I ordered them before. But I'd had some of these Minimalists before. I didn't have a Wharncliffe and I gave them away. And now that I've started carrying more of an EDC fixed blade, guys, these things are really cheap. And I didn't look, my lanyard came off and I need to put it back in there if I want to use it. That's what we call a godsend. So that actually just mounted under the G10. But that is a CRKT Minimalist with a janky neck carry, which we don't need. So we're going to go ahead and take that off. Sheath looks like it has good retention. So this will mount with either an ulti-clip or for me a little belt strap. Very sharp. Give it a quick cut test. And the CRKT Minimalist passes the test, even though we did a horrible fail on our attempted scale swap. So let's go to our next box. Let's see what we got here. The next person might want to wear it as a neck knife, so I'll put that in there. All right, let's see. We'll go in this one first. Guys, I don't remember what this one's called. I would have thought it would have said on the box. It is the Ccanku C1295 fixed blade hiking fishing black, whatever that means. Yeah. Is that tape? You got to be kidding me. It's got a little chain. I'm not into the chain. It was taped shut. Put that off to the side. Put that off to the side. Put that off to the side. And what we have here, guys, is a little tiny slicey Ccanku. I don't know what you call it, but I can link all this stuff from where I purchased it. This is just a little kind of EDC shank, little slicer, little package opener, very sharp, very small. Again, it has smaller, has a little bit more rattle in the sheath. I think it still retains fine. I'm not sure how we'll be able to use this with the loop. Those look a little bit smaller. We may have to do some work on this one to find a way to carry it, or go back to our chain and do it as a neck knife, which I don't see myself doing. But anyway, this is a small C1295 from Ccanku. And you got a little branding there. What's it say there? 8CR. So it's 8CRV blade steel, not the most super steel. But again, guys, I want to say this knife was like, I don't know, 10, 11 bucks. And I was just kind of seeing what was out there to bring it in and let you guys know if it's any good, and then probably use it, some of it, in a future giveaway. So let's see what this last rattly box is. It is a little knife with another little chain. And it tells us that it is a Ccanku C1297 fixed blade. So we've got a 1297 and a 1295 are these two knives. And this little guy struck my attention because it was tiny. It was Wharncliffe. It's hollow ground. Got a little G10 handle on it, I guess you'd say. I guess you'd call it G10, maybe FRN. It's got a little scale material. It's held on with T6s. Don't want to go through that again. But looks like it might be a good little box cutter, little EDC belt knife. I mean, that one actually, the eyelets are bigger, so it's going to give me more flexibility in terms of mounting it than CRKT or this other little one. And this guy here that I picked up back when, this is a Folts Minimalist, I think is what it was. And I picked up the Flytanium scales at the same time to really just to do a scale mod. And again, I did not expect this blade to be as big as it was, because this knife actually turned out to be a little larger than I had expected it to be. I expected it to be more the size of this guy here. And I like the way that the scales take away that dictated grip. But alas, they are not going to fit on the small CRKT, which does fit my hand very, very well. And as you guys will notice, when I was picking these guys out, there is kind of a common theme. They're all package openers, little box openers, little carries. But hopefully you guys find that somewhat entertaining. I'll list them in the description, the model numbers, or the links to where I picked them up on Amazon in case you guys are interested. But just three little small fixed blades. This one's 9CR, this one's 9CR, and this one is, I want to say it's a similar steel. I mean, none of these are banger knives. They're just little get me by daily carries. Wanted to share them with you guys. Have a fantastic rest of the day. If you get a chance, look out for the guy or gal to your left. Look out for that guy or gal to your right. Look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart. Choose debate, not hate. I love y'all. Peace.